what do you call it, national commissioners of INEC who were in the states to be a part of the process were attacked. Now, other thing that's coming out from that is the fact that the state commissioner of police was with the resident electoral commissioner when he made that illegal declaration. Now, it came out with a piece of paper, and didn't really have much. From what we see from the reports, came out with a piece of paper. Unlike the regular situation where the returning officer looks at the data collated by from the polling units up onto the State Collation Center. Well, all of that drama is playing out. We'll be joined in by Elisha Bello, who is going to be sharing thoughts with us on this subject this morning. But in the meantime, I'll just let you in on some of the things that happened so you can hear for yourself. This is the resident electoral commissioner declaring that illegal results in Adamawa State.
I respect you as a father.
You cannot.
I respect you as a father. Please don't do this.
You cannot do this.
Please, as a father.
You are not the returning officer.
You are not the returning officer.
Wait, hold the returning officer. By law.
Oh no. Oh.
You are not the returning officer.
I plead with you with all due respect. Don't do this. Please don't do this. Fear God.
You are not the returning officer.
You are fasting. You are fasting and Almighty Allah is watching you.
You are not the returning officer. You cannot make this result.
Almighty Allah is watching you.
You cannot be.
Fear Allah.
You cannot.
Fear Allah.
You cannot.
It's unfair.
There's nothing at all. There's nothing you cannot do.
Fear Allah.
They cannot return.
What are you saying? I just saw Allah.
You cannot. No.
I just saw Allah.
No.
No. Let's go. There is a God.
No, there's nothing like
It's
that.
not fair. It's not fair.
No, you are not.
No. It can't happen. This is not fair. You cannot call a result to get it.
No.
Fear Allah.
You cannot.
You see, based on
No. You cannot.
based on the score,
No. No, because someone like
the APC support the highest vote.
No.
I support
How?
Governor of Adamawa.
How?
Thank you very much.
How?
And that's what played out there. What played out there when the resident electoral commissioner for INEC in Adamawa State declared that result, or declared Senator Benani winner in that election, which INEC has said is illegal. They said that the process has been suspended. We don't know now when a winner of that in that election would be declared. Just after that, Senator Benani. Benani, as she is popularly called, read this speech.
You have made history in electing the first female governor in our country, Nigeria. This will no doubt broaden political participation by encouraging our daughters, sisters, aunties, mothers, and indeed the girl child.
Well, that's there. She was saying a big thank you. She was saying thank you to the President Buhari and all the Nigerians who she said voted her. Now, within the same hour, just a few hours later, the governor of Adamawa State also had a press conference where he said, that this has been happening in the state. Seems like the people who have tried from even the first election to to play this kind of politics.
This morning, we all woke up to an illegal announcement by merchants of anarchy headed by the resident electoral commissioner, Malanduhu Yunusa Hari, who since the beginning of this election depend on pushing our collective patience to its limit. It is on record that we went to the polls for the first round of the election on the 18th of February 2023. Even when it was apparent that I was costing home to victory, this same gang added the confusion and rendered the election inconclusive. As civilized citizens who were committed to a democratic accord, we accepted the situation in good faith and prepared for the rerun. Yesterday, Saturday, the 15th of April, the rerun appropriate officers and now commence the process of collation. The first round of collation went on well, with 11 local government collated, before the process was adjourned to continue today, 16th of April at 11 a.m. Just when we are waiting for the resumption of the collation, they wrecked this by making an illegal announcement of the outcome of the election without result. This action is no doubt prerogative, but in this situation, I appeal for calm, as always. I assure you that as your leader, I will ensure nobody downs your democratic rights. The Independent National Electoral Commission has demonstrated its umpire staffness by first distancing itself from the act of the wreck and assure that the right thing will be done. The right thing in this context is the conclusion of the collation at the designated location and declaration of a winner by the returning officer in person of Professor Mele Kerry.
And that's it there. The governor of Adamawa State, Amadou Fintiri, suing for calm and asking the people to, just be calm and go about their businesses, in the most appropriate manner. All right. Now, this is INEC. INEC put out a statement immediately after to say the attention of the commission has been drawn to a purported declaration of winner in the Adamawa governorship election by resident electoral commissioner REC, even when the process has clearly not been concluded. The action of the REC is a usurpation of the power of the returning officer. It is null, void, and of no effect. Consequently, the collation of results of the supplementary election is hereby suspended. The REC, a returning officer of all involved, are hereby invited to the Commission's headquarters in Abuja immediately. And it goes on to say details of statement will follow shortly. That's according to a statement put out by the National Commissioner, Information and Voter Education, Barrister Festus Okoye. Now, I'm going to be joined in by Elisha Bello, who is a security expert. He's going to be joining us in this conversation shortly. But in the meantime, keep it with us. Your radio experience you can count on.
From Milky Way to Earth, everywhere there's internet, you can connect with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Log on to our website www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. Download our apps on your Android and iOS stores. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on.
Thank you for staying with us. And now I bring in my guest, Elisha Bello, who is a conflict and security expert, joining us all the way from Adamawa State. He's going to be sharing with us thoughts on what happened, what could have played out yesterday in Adamawa State, and what the mood of Adamawa State is currently. Good morning, Elisha Bello, and thank you so much for joining us. Can you hear me? It seems like Elisha. Elisha, can you hear me?
I think you need to mute yourself. I can't hear you.
Okay, there's a problem there now. What could it be? But we can hear you clearly. We can hear you, Elisha. If you can hear me, go ahead and tell us what the mood of Adamawa State is currently. Would love to start off from there. What does the state feel like this morning? Okay, that problem again. Well, we'll try to sort this out quickly and then get back with you. We still have a bit of a difficulty getting in, getting to hear my guest. Okay, would be rejoining. Keep the conversation coming, or keep the conversation going. We'd love to feel your polls on all of this. What does this say about the electoral process in the country? A situation where we see returning, resident electoral commissioner going all out to make pronouncements as to, who becomes governor or who doesn't. It's quite surprising. Elisha, can you hear me now? Uh-oh, what's happening this morning? Can't understand it. Can't seem to understand what's going on. But I'll just read you what the Electoral Act says on issues like this. The Electoral Act on... When you looking at the Electoral Act, Section 25, subsection 2, it says the returning officer shall announce the results and declare the winner of election at a registration area or ward collation center in the case of councillorship election in the Federal Capital Territory. Area B, area council collation center in the case of chairmanship and vice chairman election in the Federal Capital Territory. C, state constituency collation center in the case of state House of Assembly election. Okay, I think I would have the engineers come in and see what they can do to get this sorted out. For sure, if you can please come up to the studio and see how you can help us out with this. We seem not to have, we seem not to be able to hear my guest, or my guest can't seem to hear me. So do well to get in. Well, for D, Federal Constituency Collation Center in the case of election of the House of Representatives, Senatorial District Collation Center in the case of election to the Senate, State Collation Center in the case of election of a governor of a state. That's F. Now, it is clear that the only person who has the power to declare a winner in an election in this case would be the returning officer. The returning officer makes the declaration and also returns the winner in an election, not the responsibility of the resident electoral commissioner, who is in that state as an official of the Independent National Electoral Commission to oversee and to supervise the process. His job is not to announce a winner. In a situation where he resident electoral commissioner takes over proceedings, goes ahead to announce results, you begin to wonder. Now, the funny thing is that the commissioner of police was sitting next to him. Naturally, when election results are announced, the resident electoral commissioner, as well as the returning officer, the commissioner of police, are seated there. Now, the person who is doing this is not some ad hoc staff of INEC. It's not some low-ranking staff. It's somebody who has risen to the position of resident electoral commissioner. All right, cannot claim ignorance as to what the law says, or even what the Electoral Act says. It leaves you wondering what could have happened. There are accusations and counter allegations here and there saying that they must have collected monies to favor a political party, and then that leaves us wondering if this could be the situation in that state. Who is to say that it couldn't have happened in other states? What could make a resident electoral commissioner stand up to that position to say he's going to declare a winner in an election, knowing clearly that that's not his responsibility? Again, what's so special about Adamawa State that it cannot have an election wrapped up, even after the supplementary elections has held on Saturday. It leaves you wondering what is it that is happening in that state. The vice presidential candidate, the presidential candidate of the PDP, has also made comments on this, saying that he had always believed that there seemed to be the opposition in this, rather the opposition in the state seems to be doing everything within their powers to make sure that the election goes their way of the people. Well, I'd love to hear from you this morning. What are your thoughts? 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. You can send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 090-9705-4450. We're still trying to sort out what it is that we have, this problem we're dealing with my guests connecting. All right, we'll try to sort that out and we'll get back talking. Keep your calls coming in 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888.
The vibe is about to be lit. Don't you just love good music? I know you do. I don't really care if you're older. On Eagles 102.3 FM.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Okay, seems like we have that sorted out. Thank you again for staying with us on Eagles Outlook. This is your radio experience.